Hi everyone, I am Jacy from Craft Life and I'm here today to teach you how to make one of my favorite crafts for Valentine's Day or any day. And these are the no-sew heart pillows, and so you can make these with felt like I'm going to be making it today. But also you can use t-shirts or fleece to make these. You can make them in any size you want them to be in. So this one is a large and this one is small. And with the t-shirts, they make the pillows nice and soft. So the supplies you'll need to make these are something to create your tracer in. So this is the tracer. And for this you can use a simple white piece of paper, construction paper, or a manila folder. And for your heart pillow, you can use felt like I'm using today, and I'm using two colors, pink and purple. And if you're going to be making a t-shirt pillow, you can use one or two shirts, one if you want to make it one color and two if you want to make it two colors. You will also need scissors, a ruler, a pencil, something that you can write on your felt or t-shirt or even fleece. So today I'm using chalk that will just rub right off. Also, you will need something to stuff your pillow with. So today I'm using polyfill, but you can use whatever you have or want to use. For decorations on your pillow, you can use puppy paints and even rhinestones. Or you can get really creative and add anything else that you want to add. So please get your supplies and we'll begin. To begin, you are going to want to decide if you are going to use t-shirts or felt. And today I'm going to show you how to make a mini felt pillow like this one. But you can also use t-shirts to make this type of pillow. And if you want to make a t-shirt pillow, you can use one t-shirt and make it all one color, or you can use two and make it two colors. So if you are going to be using a t-shirt, you want to lay out your two t-shirts just like this, so they lay flat one on top of the other. Then you would cut right across the bottom up above the sewn part. And on either side you would cut all the way up and then go straight across and come back down. And then you will have a rectangle or square depending on what size your shirt is, and you can use that to make your pillow. Now we are going to begin making the tracer for our heart pillow. And so as you can see, this is our tracer and it fits the edge of the felt. And so it has to be cut off a little on the sides, but that is okay because this part is going to be the outer part or the fringed part that we will not see at all once it is cut. And the inside part you want to be a little bit more careful on because you can see the heart here, and this is the line that we will be cutting to, and this will be your shape. And so this is our tracer, and to make your tracer you can use construction paper, which I will be showing you how to make today, regular white paper, or manila paper. I got this from a manila folder. And so I'm going to be using construction paper, so I'm just going to fold it in half. And you're just going to turn it just like this. And when you start to make your heart outline, you want to make it all the way to the edge of your paper, as large as you can make it. We are going to begin by taking our pencil and we're just going to go along on the outside as far as we can get to the edge. Now this is going to be my outside heart, and remember, it does not have to be perfect because you will not see it once it is cut. And now we are going to need to make an inside heart. So about 2 inches on the inside from your outer heart, you're going to go in and make your inside heart. Now I'm going to cut my outer one out first. So now when you open this up, you should have a tracer for your heart. So you can just place it down on your felt and make sure it fits. And now we are ready to trace it onto our felt. If you are going to be making a t-shirt heart like this one, you can either eye it and just draw your hearts by yourself, or use larger pieces of construction paper and make a stencil like I just did. And so you're going to place your two pieces of felt on top of each other so that they lay perfectly, and you will get two hearts out of this. And if you are using a t-shirt, you can do the same thing with your two rectangles or squares. And now I'm going to be using sidewalk chalk, but you can use any kind of chalk or anything that washes off of your felt when you rub it. So now we're just going to trace an outline. Now, as you can see, I didn't trace on the edge because I had no more felt to trace on, but I know when I cut it, I'm just going to try to round it as much as I can, but if I can't, it doesn't matter because you will not see it anyways. And now we're just going to trace our inside heart. Now I'm just going to remove my stencil. And now I have it all drawn out, and I'm going to use my scissors and start by cutting around the outline of my heart. When I looked at my heart, I wasn't happy with the size because it is all equal except for when it gets up to the top here. My strips that I cut are going to be very long, so I'm just going to extend this. So it's about 2.5 inches instead of 3. And so I'm just going to come out a little bit more. Now I'm going to begin to cut my strips. And at the bottom, I like to start off by making a strip from here to here. And there is going to be a strip I'm not going to cut right down. So this is just my point. Now I'm going to continue to cut my strips. And when you cut them, you can start to even this out. So I'm going to make it a little bit diagonal. And you never want to make your strips too thin, because since we are using felt for this one, they can just pull off easily when you tie them together. So be very careful when you are doing this. And you're just going to continue to go around. But I want to show you what I do at the top. So I'm just going to turn this around, and I'm going to make this a strip too. So I'm going to go on this side and cut down to my line. And then I'm going to go on the other side and cut down to my line. Since I have this line here, I can use it as a guide. So I'm just cutting my strips to that line. Also, you want to make sure that you are cutting both sides of your felt, the top and the bottom. And you're just going to continue to go around and cut your felt. If you have any of these odd pieces here, you do not want to cut all the way to the line, but you can also just cut off the excess. So when you tie it is a bit easier. And now we are going to begin tying our heart. And so I like to start at the bottom. I'm going to take my first two, and I'm going to tie them together in a simple knot. And I'm not going to tie this knot way too tight, because then my strips will come off and it will all fall apart. So I'm going to tie it in a simple knot and then tie it again like that. And every time I like to push them down so that they flatten out. So I'm tying each one 2 times, but I'm not tying them too tight. And then I'm just flattening them out when I'm finished. just want to explain to you what we are doing, and you can be doing the same thing if you are making a t-shirt pillow like this one. So what I'm doing is I'm basically tying it together twice, but I'm not tying it too tight, and every time I'm just flattening it out. And it does take a very, very long time to do, so I'm just going to continue to tie each of these all the way around, and it will definitely be worth it in the end. So just continue tying your strands all together, but do not tie them too tight. Also, when you're tying them, you're not going to flip over your heart and start tying them on that side. You want to make sure that you are tying them all in the same direction and on the same side. So when I'm tying mine, I'm tying them all the same. Please continue tying all of your strands all the way around until you have 4 remaining so that we can stuff our pillow, and I will do the same and I'll be right back. I just finished tying my heart pillow all the way around, and now I have 4 left that I still have to tie, but I'm not tying them yet because I have to fill it with polyfill. And if you are making a heart pillow, you will have to do the same thing. All you're gonna do is open it up, and you're going to start stuffing your polyfill inside. Now with the remaining 4 strands, I'm just going to tie them together like I did before to close up my heart. If you see any strands that you don't like or you think are too long, you can always use your scissors to cut them down and make them shorter, but make sure you do not make them too short and ruin your entire pillow. And I do not have any to cut, but now I am finished, and when you are finished, you can add some decorations to it like puffy paint or rhinestones. And for example, on this one, I wrote "Be Mine" and added a rhinestone to it. On this one, I just drew a heart inside of the heart with puffy paint and wrote "Love." And you can do whatever you want to your pillow. It is yours, and you can just decorate it and be creative, but other than that, you are finished. This is what they look like when they're done, and you can make these any size you want them to be, and you can give these to your friends as gifts for Valentine's Day or birthdays or any day, and you can put them in your room as room decor. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you make some, I'd love to see them. My Instagram is CraftLifeUSA, so please tag me in a photo. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, pin it on Pinterest, and subscribe right here on YouTube. I hope you live in a craft life just like me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!